I love reading things from Corrie Ten Boom and quotes and things like that. And you probably all know and even heard from me where the Ten Boom family, they were imprisoned by the Nazis in World War II because they had hidden Jews in their home. And Corrie and her sister Betsy, they were put in jail and then later they were taken to Germany, to Ravensbrück, to a Nazi concentration camp. And they were tortured there. They were things like made to stand outside naked in the cold for lengthy amounts of time, humiliated, worked beyond anything reasonable. It was a horrible thing. The barracks they were in were terrible, horrible torture and mistreatment. And Betsy has a quote that she shared with her sister Corrie. And in their time, in the worst possible place they could ever be, in a Nazi prison camp, they found the presence of the Lord and the sustenance of the Lord, and he was there for them, and he was enough. And Betsy said to her sister, we have to go everywhere. We have to tell people that there is no pit so deep that our God is not deeper still. And they will believe us because we were here. And they found in the worst case possible, in the worst situation, that God was there sustaining them. And from that quote, I have three things I wanted to share. No matter what kind of a trial you're in, what kind of suffering, what kind of a deep, dark pit you are in, God is there. He's able to be there and be present. So there's no place that is beneath him to go. There's no pit so dark that it's beneath God to be there. There's no pit so deep that it's beyond him to be able to go there. And so he is able to be there. He can be present, and he will be present with us in any of our trials or any of our suffering. And that was their evidence there. The second thing that comes to my mind, though, is why do we even need a pit at all? Why is there suffering? This God of all creation, he could prevent all of that, and he could keep us from it. And 1 Peter chapter 1, verse 6 has an answer to this. It says, in this you greatly rejoice, even though now for a little while, if necessary, you have been distressed by various trials, so that the proof of your faith, being more precious than gold, which is perishable, even though tested by fire, may be found to result in praise and glory and honor at the revelation of Jesus Christ. And so Peter says that the pit and the suffering that we go through is to refine our faith and to strengthen our faith. And so that's what happens. There's a purpose in that kind of suffering that we have. And so in that story of Corrie and her sister, they found God to be with them. They found him to be enough. They found him to sustain them in their suffering, and their faith was refined. But what I love about that quote, it didn't end there. That's what's in it for them. But what's in it for other people? And Betsy told her sister, go everywhere, tell people, and you will be believed because we were here. And so what do we do for other people? We share and we tell them how in our suffering, God was present with us, that there's no pit so deep that he won't be there and that he can't be there, but he's there. And when he's there, if you seek him, you'll find him, and he will sustain you in that. And then when you go tell other people about that, they will believe you because you were there in that pit in your time of suffering, and you will be a credible witness because you're just not talking about ideas and things like that, but you're sharing a reality that you've had. And that worked out for Corrie. Corrie traveled over the world. She told lots of people, and even today, I get blessed, and lots of people do still by her quotes. So just to talk about that, God's with you in the suffering. It builds your faith, and make sure you're sharing it with other people, because it's not just the building of your faith in a vacuum, but it's something that can be shared as a credible witness with other people.
If you like what you're hearing today, please subscribe below, and don't forget to share it on as many platforms as you can, and tell your friends to watch. Thank you.